Hi guys, and welcome to a Bailey art tutorial.
Yes, indeed.
I'm here with Jeremy.
I'm here with Andrea.
And we're going to be making cards today. We're going to be using alcohol ink, actually, which is very exciting. I just really learned how I prefer to use them, so I'm very excited.
Some new techniques to show me.
Yes, absolutely, and to show all of you. I've got a lot of different products here, and we're going to be making these two lovely cards.
Here, I'll hold this one.
Yeah, you got this one? Ta-da. It's the Surfboard card and the Your Magical card. And these aren't actually SVGs. We use stamps. The only SVG we did use is on our website. It's Summary Surfboards, and it's right there. Alrighty. So we've got a variety of things here. I'll go over some of the basics that I used. Let's see. First of all, of course, we've got our Bailey art glue. We got QBs. And then we're going to have 65-pound cardstock in blue, white, black, and also Yupo paper, which is often used with alcohol inks. It's like that plasticky kind, if you guys don't know what that is. But it is just called a Yupo paper, Y-U-P-O. We also have isopropyl alcohol, gold foil, the Bailey Art blendable alcohol inks, and then Jeremy prefers the sheets, the transfer foil sheets.
Yes. And this will be my substitute for the gold foil.
Yeah. We'll also have a, for stamping purposes, of course, a stamp and a plastic, the acrylic to stamp, the stamp acrylic, embossing powder, white, this chalk baggie, washi tape, embossing ink, which is just clear embossing ink, and a large stamp along with the stamping folder. And this coffee filter as well.
We have a lot of different products out here.
We do, a lot. There's actually, I think that's the basics of it. We also have a, what is it, camera cleaner?
Yes.
Air puff?
Yes. And our lovely glue holder.
Yes, we've got a lot of things going on here, but it's going to be a really cute card. Most importantly, anytime you're working with alcohol inks, you want to cover up with gloves.
Gloves.
We also have our aprons here because I don't want to get my lovely Bailey art shirt that I wear every Friday dirty.
Indeed, and I have the white version of
Where
that
we'll
one
definitely
here
see that get messy. And then some scissors and heat gun, and last but not least, the paper towels.
Everything.
Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff here for these two cards, but they're really, really fun to make. All right, I'm just going to put everything over here.
All right, so where are we even starting with all of these lovely things?
Okay, so we're going to start with one card at a time.
Okay, good.
So let's go ahead and start with the less messy one, I would say, which is the summer surfboards. So I'm going to go ahead and put aside my cards and Yupo paper for the other one, and I'll move this over here. Okay. So these are being put aside for now, along with the stamping things. So the stamping will come later.
Later, okay. Great. I'm going to put this away. Do I put this stuff away as well?
No, we'll need those.
We need this?
Yeah, and vellum.
And vellum. And vellum.
This is a long list of supplies, but it's a lot of fun.
All right. I think we got everything there.
I think so.
All right. Gloves. At least these aren't the really, really tiny ones from last time.
Tiny ones?
I had some really tiny ones I could have fit into.
Now mine are just like really loose. It's really hard to work with gloves.
Mine are just tight.
We must. Okay, let's see.
There we go.
All right, and then of course my apron.
Yeah, so this is going to be a challenge because I'm wearing the white one. So yeah. I have to be really not messy at all.
You know, I don't know. I think it just add character.
Yeah, that's it. Here we go. I feel like a baker.
You look like a baker.
Thank you. There we go.
Tying with loose gloves is different than I thought it'd be.
I think I did all right. There we go.
Alrighty. Ta-da!
All right, all protected. Ready to go.
Ready.
Alcohol ink.
Awesome. Okay, so we've got our alcohol inks out. We're going to put our glue aside.
Okay.
This is also aside. We only need the Yupo paper, which is the surfboards. So go ahead and lay down some paper towels.
Go ahead and just ink wherever you please. Just kidding.
I am going to move these pieces because when we're blowing the alcohol inks with the little puffer, it does splatter a little bit. So I'm just going to keep those safe for now.
There you go. Here's 2 for you.
Thank you.
Okay. 2 for me. All right.
Okay. I think that is all we need right now. And the other pieces we'll take care of as these dry, because we do want them to dry fully. I will tell you guys that gloves, I like to pretend that I'm not going to get messy and I don't need gloves, but I end up getting my hands full of ink and even of somehow on my face last time. So I suggest gloves. I would say that one more time before we start.
Yes, I already have glitter on my face. I don't need alcohol ink on my face either.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get out the blendable alcohol inks. So we have, this is actually a very new pack.
It is a very new pack.
Yes, so it got all the beautiful colors available.
Ooh.
So I used a few different combinations for the other one, but we can use any color we want. I did stick with 2 colors, but we can do 3.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna go with my favorite teal.
I know, I knew you were gonna get the teal.
Always
now.
the teal.
In fact, the other case was the teal was empty, and that's why I got the new one. He needs the teal.
I was gonna get the teal.
Yes.
Always. All right.
Alrighty.
Going for teal and we'll try. Ooh, maybe that. That's gonna be interesting. I'm not sure that's gonna work. That's too dark. So I'll pick a darker one. Let's just try shades of blue for that one, huh?
Ooh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go with a red and yellow combination.
Let's see here. Ooh, very nice.
Yes. Okay. So the last time I did a card, I did 2 of them the same and then 1 different just to give it some variety. So I am going to go ahead and set 1 aside. And I'm going to set aside the... Because whatever one's the variety one, I'm going to put in the middle.
I see.
And so I think I'm going to put the green, or the trees aside. Safe and sound over there.
Very nice.
All right, so these are blendable alcohol inks. So I'm using the red and yellow, and I'm hoping to get a little orange mix in between.
And we also have our blending solution as well, and our white as well here too. Just to get it all sorts of shades that you want.
Okay.
And they're very saturated, so be careful.
So when I did it, I started with the light color, I believe. That way I put more. I want more of the light color because the dark sometimes does overtake the lighter colors.
I see.
So I'm just going to go ahead and start with the yellow on top here.
Okay. I'm going to just put a drop down and see where it goes. Gotta get my surfboard, a surfboardy.
Surfboardy.
Yes. See, I like to work at it with a little bit at a time. Let it dry out a bit. You can kind of get all those details because it'll always reactivate itself. That's one of the things with alcohol, is that it'll always reactivate when you put a little bit more down. So you don't necessarily need to, you don't necessarily need to put all of it at once. Just work with it a little bit and see where it goes. Just try not to make one big blob, which happens. And even if you do make one big blob, it's not that hard because you can just kind of take the plain solution and clear it away. Or just blend it all together.
Ooh.
Dry.
I like the way it kind of settles into like the dots. You like the rim, I suppose. The way the ink has a thicker outline. I like that.
Me too.
That's part of it. So my experience with alcohol ink, personally, has been a bit of a battle, I would say. I don't necessarily think in the abstract, in the free form, and I like instructions 1, 2, and 3. So this has always been a challenge for me, especially when we first started. This is the first project, I think, where I felt comfortable using the alcohol ink. So don't worry if you're not
only like
sure.
a year in.
because it used this one more for coloring. I felt like I think that's where I was messing up. I was expecting like something, a design, a pattern, which some people do.
Yeah.
I'm just not quite at that skill level, and so it was more. I was just like, what if I was just coloring, and that worked out a lot better for me.
You're coloring, and you're not even having to stay in the lines because you already have it all cut out. So you just stay in the lines naturally. All right, there we go. Look at that surfboard.
Ooh, it's so pretty.
Oops. Of course, then I put it against my blue gloves so you can't really tell. There we go. There it is. I like all that darkness to it too. All right, stay over there, buddy. Okay, I'm just doing random colors on all three of them because that's me. I'm actually going to do what you're doing. Haha.
I'm trying to go for that sunset look, you know?
I see.
Ta-da. Although it kind of looks like a shark at the end of mine. A big old chomp.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to see if I can get a little bit more of that orange here with the blending solution.
Okay. Put it down there.
So the blending solution, you would say, is like a reactivator too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it pretty much is. Like, reactivate just a little bit. I'm going to use our lovely tool here. Sorry, sound guy.
Ooh, that one's fun.
Without it blowing away. Should have put a clip down on it. There we go. And this is why you wear gloves. And wear an apron. And have Andrea supervising you at all the time. Ta-da!
It's so cool!
Yeah. So yes, that's what that blending... That's what that... Oops. Go back! That's what that blending will do there. Something just like that. Wow, look at that.
It looks great, actually. I love it.
Thank you.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and move to another color.
Okay.
So.
I'm going to go with... Let's do...
Right.
I'm going to do a green. Yes.
I'm going to set these aside. They do stay wet for a little bit, so I don't want them to get messed up. All right, I lost my other surfboard. Oh, just kidding, it's right here.
Remember, you put it away for safety.
Yes.
Speaking of safety. There we go. Nice.
I'm going to try a pink and teal.
Ooh.
I feel like I've tried this combination before and I've struggled, but I'm a new woman.
Yes.
I know alcohol inks now.
You know all the secrets for everything.
Secrets.
Put that down there like that. Make sure you use a clean finger to hold it down. Perfect. This one I was trying to make sure that it wouldn't blend as much, specifically.
Really? That's funny because I'm trying to get this one to blend more. This one's actually blending really well. We came up with a nice purple in between.
Ooh, very nice. Oh, I like the pink shining through that. There we go. I didn't mean to make a little Barney surfboard, but I did.
Barney surfboard.
This looks a little purple on camera.
Oh.
To me, it's blue, but to the camera, it's purple. We'll go with
good.
that.
I think it looks good.
Yeah. All right, so I've got my Barney surfboard, my sun-kissed surfboard, and my Jeremy's favorite colors surfboard. There we go.
Perfect. All right,
Perfection.
and I'm right behind you.
All right.
With my, I don't know what this is, but I think it's cute.
Psychedelic.
Psychedelic. let's see. Ta-da!
Pretty.
You can see that on camera. Cute. And then I've got my 2 sunset surfboards. So I'm setting mine aside for drying purposes. And we can go ahead and cap, I think, these inks until our next card.
Yes. Before I spill them, knock them over, or destroy them by accident. Okay, so we got all those. Now what?
All right, now I'm going to set this aside, and we're going to go ahead and glue our blue background on our card. So we are taking our gloves off.
Okay, good. Gloves off.
Careful, though, because ink is everywhere. If you haven't covered or cleaned things, so we might get ink on our hands regardless.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay, let's, I think move these things behind me.
Okay.
Ta-da-da. All right, these are going for the surfboards later.
Okay, so I got surfboard pieces there.
So we have the surfboard pieces that we'll put on the colored side of the surfboard in a bit. And then we have the card, a white background, and then a blue background.
Very nice.
Yes. And so we are going to go ahead and glue the, let me think. Actually, just kidding. We're gluing, yes, okay. Gluing the white first, not the blue.
Gluing the white. Okay, so white onto the card itself.
I got to get my Barely
Art glue on your Barely Art glue holder. Goes fine. Whimsical Wishes glue holder.
Yeah, Whimsical Wishes.
Yes.
Friend of Barely Art.
Yes, exactly. All right, glue that down.
If you guys are in the card making mood, which I hope you are watching this this recording, this tutorial. Remember, we are doing this, and we'll be doing Cards for Cubs every year. We're doing this in awareness and trying to bring in some inspiration for you guys to be part of Cards for Cubs, which is the nonprofit we sponsor.
Yes, that helps kids in foster care. And so what we do is that we collect handmade cards for kids that are in foster care. We donate all of those out to foster care agencies around the United States. And currently we're working with about 150. I got the number right this time around. I checked.
You checked?
Yes, actually 150 foster care agencies around the U.S. We're always looking for more. But you can go to the site at cardsforcubs.org to find all the information on that.
Yes. All right, so I glued this piece down. I'm setting it aside as well. All right, now we're going to get 2 different colors of tan paper.
Okay.
So roughly measuring with the blue, we're going to go a little bit over. I'm going to do this really quick, and I'm going to cut you a piece.
Okay.
Here's this side.
Okay, I will hold this.
Out of Jeremy.
Yes, thank you.
All right, and then this is your piece.
Thank you. Still holding pieces.
Still holding.
Okay.
You can cut, actually, if you could, cut this one in, this in 2 lengthwise. So, like, down the middle. Sorry, I didn't mean to stab you with my
Cut
scissors.
this in half. Okay, like this.
Yes. So we are going to be making the sand part now, what the surfboards will be sitting in.
Okay. Now what?
All right, now I get one and you get one.
Oh, okay. I have to cut this again. Got it. Okay. Got this.
All right, so I'm going to try and corner it. I actually want to go a little bit over because I can cut the excess off really easily. What we're going to try and do with the example here is make a nice little dip and then a nice hill. So hill and dip. That way we have somewhere to put the surfboards. So we're just going to pick one. I mean, it's pretty shallow, I would say. It's roughly what? It looks like 1.25 inches on this side and maybe 1 inch on this side.
Okay, I gotcha.
Just
roughly cutting in or putting in that shape there. Easy enough. All right. I'm going to line up the blue. I'm actually going to cut out this section first. It's good to go on that. And then do a nice little S-turn thing go on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Curves. All we need are curves. Sand is not straight.
Ah. Right. I forgot about that, yes. Okay. Yes, the curvy sand.
And you're going to do the same with the other shade of tan that you have. And it's going to flip onto the other side. So, oops. for the background piece, you'll also be doing a hill and sort of valley here.
From the other side. I see what's happening.
So,
I see. Okay. In that case, I'm going to do the same thing here. Cut off what I don't need on this side.
I'm actually just going to kind of use this as a little
That.
template. The first
Use
one
as
I
a
cut.
guide. So that you know exactly what you're doing. Hopefully. All right.
Okay, so the first one will be glued down to the blue piece, and the second one on top. So
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and pick where I want this one. The second one will be QB, just FYI. And don't QB it yet, because I'll tell you something first.
Okay, secrets. Secrets first before we continue that. All right, so we're gonna have this now. So just glue this piece straight down.
Yep.
Don't worry about anything. Okay, glue it straight down. All right. And remember, you just want to use a little bit of glue all the way around. So that's why we kind of keep that ultrafine tip on there like that. It's industrial strength. So that means you don't need a whole lot, and the less that you use, the more money you save.
More crafts you can make.
The more crafts you make. So just a little bit. Of course, as always, you guys know, it doesn't buckle the paper either. It's nice and flat every time. Just like that.
That gives us a nice professional look.
Yes, without having to like smear it or do anything of the weird, like with brushes or things I've seen. Don't do anything. All right.
Okay, before we QB the second piece, just a little FYI. Because the surfboards are going to be sitting in here, if you put the QB up here, you won't be able to put the surfboard in. So
yes.
keep the QBs low, just on the bottom.
Just low.
And that's my hint.
All right. Hint completed.
Here you go.
Thank you. Okay, so QB it up. I know she said low, but I'm putting one up there. Gotta read through the comments. You put it tall. You just said the thing.
As long as it's not where your surfboard wants to be,
Exactly.
then you're good.
We'll find out where it wants to be. It's gonna be wherever I want it to be.
Thank you.
I could feel the stare.
Yes. The Jeremy's got the supplies stare.
Yes, the Jeremy stole something again from me. Oops. All right, pull that off. Oops, one more. Pull that off. Nice and sticky. Oops, I got a little bit of ink on the back of that, but that's okay. All right, we've got now a little sand barge going on now, like that. Ignore that little spot. That's why you make sure that your surfaces are clean before you do anything. Hee. All right. So now that we got that,
Whoops, I dropped it. And steady now.
stay as she goes. Nice.
All right, I'm just gonna cut off my excess now.
Okay. All right, we're gonna get our surfboards ready for this.
How are they looking? Dry?
They're looking nice and dry, even though, or sorry, they look wet, but they're not actually wet.
Fabulous.
So they're good to go.
All right, then we're gonna just glue our surfboards to the black background of them.
Okay. Easy enough. So using that, put that on there. I just realized I need to put on the other thing. I don't know why I put on this thing first, but it's okay. It's gonna dry clear.
We used to do that a lot.
Ooh, my
We've
bad.
grown.
You might have. There
Well,
we
you've
go.
had a couple of back steps, I suppose.
Yes.
But, right, these do go centered. So I'm going to try and center mine.
Actually,
I think my ink is still a little sticky, so if I come out with little, dyed ink on my hands,
it'll be okay.
wouldn't be the first.
And yes, our glue works on Yupo, or whatever it's pronounced, paper.
Yeppo.
Oops. And that's why you also close your alcohol inks for that very reason. Okay. One like that.
Remember, this SVG, the surfboard SVGs are the only SVGs we're using today.
Yes.
And that is the summary surfboards on our website, bailey.art.
Yes. And the rest is all done by your imagination. Your imagination and your great attitudes.
Sticky, sticky, sticky.
All right. There we go. Got our surfboard there, ready to go. I've got my 3 surfboards. 1, 2, and 3, all in our different colors. All right.
Cute. Got one more to go.
Okay. I'm figuring out placement, but I think this guy's gotta go in the sand. I was thinking maybe it'd look interesting if it was upside down, but not so much.
Yeah, the fun part with these, though, is that you don't have to do them straight. Like, making it crooked just kind of looks like it's sitting in the sand. And
Yeah, exactly.
tilted, so don't worry about that. I did QB them, I will say.
I see, I see.
Just
Extra
FYI.
little step there. Add some
And I
cubies.
stole the QBs
stole
from you
the
this
cubies.
time.
Yeah, I was giving you the stare.
I felt it.
Yes. There is a certain stare of where's the supplies.
It's like you can feel them like,
It's a
I'm
universal
waiting. I
where's
need
the
it.
supplies. It's when someone stops doing anything. They
That's,
just-
you're right.
It's just when
That's
you
what's going
stop
on.
moving. That's really what it is. Like, oh, something's wrong. They don't have something.
You're right.
Or they're talking. One of those things are happening. Okay. Have you ever been surfing?
I've not. I don't
Really?
necessarily love the ocean.
Oh.
I'm afraid of fish.
Fish!
I'm afraid of fish.
Little fish?
All fish.
Big fish?
All fish.
Small fish?
Red fish, blue fish.
One
One
fish,
fish, two
two
fish,
fish?
all of the fish.
Wow. Did not know this.
So once I don't mind the ocean until I'm in the water and I can't touch the sand anymore. That's when I start to like panic. So just go back a couple steps and I'm good. Again, I think once in my head, once I can't reach the bottom, the fish have the advantage. I can't run away anymore. They can sweep me out to sea and I have nothing to stop them. So I'm afraid of fish.
The fish isn't okay. Well, if you say so. Just saying. Okay, so the only time that I've been surfing is on like these giant 10-foot surfboards. Not 10, they're like 8 feet, but they're still really, really tall. And it's because those are like the beginner surfboards because you don't need a lot of balance to stand on it. You don't go very fast, but you're really just trying to get from like the ocean to the shoreline. That's it. On like the babiest of waves. And we're talking in like 1-footer kind of things. It's still fun.
It sounds like it could be fun.
Yes, it was fun.
Minus the fish.
Okay, well, yes, the fish. There are fish. That's just kind of what the ocean's about.
It's just fish and birds.
Fish and birds.
Birds can come out of nowhere.
What about
That's
other
all.
mammals and
Mammals
things?
are good. Mammals are good.
Bears.
It's probably fine. I don't think I'd
You're
love
scared
that.
of fish, but not bears?
Why do you think bears eat fish? They're afraid too.
They're not
They want them
afraid.
out.
You should be more afraid of the thing that eats the thing you're afraid of. Just saying.
You know what? I can't be the only one with irrational fears. Put in the comments, are you afraid of fish? What are your irrational fears?
Surfboards. All right.
And then, last but not least, put it on our card.
Yes. I almost forgot that step.
You could tell. Right. And of course, this doesn't have to be white. I was thinking about doing like red or something shiny, but I just didn't decide that white was a nice clean border, but up to you. You could even, use yellow paper and make an
Yes, you
alcohol
could do
ink
alcohol
border.
ink background, border, whatever it is that you want to do.
And I thought, just as FYI, as far as crafter to crafter, I really like this, not just for a card, but I think it'd be a really cute, like, shadow box.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good idea. We haven't done a shadow box in a long time.
It's been a minute. It's because we use all our shadow boxes and I haven't gotten purchasing to give us more.
We need more. We need more shadow boxes.
All right, and there is our first card.
There it is. Just
Ta-da.
like that. Boop.
These are really cute.
Super cute.
I like it.
I like the design. It's really simple too. You don't have to do a lot of cutting either on your Cricut, so you can make them en masse.
Absolutely. Just make a bunch of surfboards and the rest you can do by hand.
Exactly.
All right, so that
All right.
is card number 1.
Down.
Ta-da! All right,
102.
Actually, I was going to leave them up here, but I'm going to put them aside because, again, we are using alcohol ink, but now we're going to use even more.
Oh, we are.
Oh, yeah. We're filling up
We're doing
card.
the whole thing this time around.
Yes, I'm going to put these aside for safety.
Okay, I'm going to put this away as well.
All right.
Safety first.
Okay, so we're going to do the alcohol ink first because we want it to dry completely. And so I'm going to give you your Yepo paper. Don't forget
Yepo.
your gloves.
Right. Already forgot that.
Okay, got my Yepo paper. And I'm putting the
Safety.
cards aside because safety. Material safety, not like personal safety. Material safety. I feel like saying that if someone came in, they fast forward through the video.
It's like,
and I said,
alcohol
safety.
inks is so dangerous. Like, no, that's not what we're going for here. It's just our clothing. It's not safe for our clothes.
Materials like
And
clothes or skin. It just
Skins.
stains. It's okay, guys. It's totally safe. Just stains.
Yes, it
Like
just stains.
crazy. Ta-da. Every time I put these gloves on, I feel like a doctor. I'm like prepped for surgery.
Scalpel.
Scalpel. Scissors. Alcohol ink.
Ink.
Ink. Okay.
Are we repairing a squid?
No, because those are scary too.
Oh, yes, I forgot the
And
fish.
fish, I mean, when I say fish, I mean anything in the ocean, pretty much.
Is that official?
I see what you did there.
Yes, you do see.
Okay, so let's see. We're gonna go ahead and pick the colors we want. It's gonna be the entire page. So this is totally all
Get ready for
the
this.
fun we can have. We'll get to the stamping in a little bit, but first I'm gonna put this over here. I think you liked that one better.
Yes.
Okay, and I'm just gonna get started. So it's really any color, you guys. There's no wrong combination here. So I'm gonna just go for it. Let's see. I think I want to do. Man,
What you
purple. I want purple.
We're with the two crazies. The
two
two bonus
crazies.
colors. We'll see what
Purple.
happens.
And what's a good purple-y combination?
Not green.
Blue. Not green.
Anything but green.
I think this could fade into something very nice. All the cubies are gonna go.
It's
Why?
okay. We need to clean up it anyways, right? Nice. That's good. That's a good start. Actually, since we're doing the whole card, one of the things that I want to do first is go ahead and cover everything.
Good idea. Want to tell them why you're doing that, Jim?
Because a lot of times the whiteness behind it will still show through. So I want to make sure that I have everything, at least have some color to it. So I'm just going to use this here. Cover up all the white so I can see what I'm doing too. Top of that. I mean, you can have the white show through if you want to, but not my style. Not my style. Not my style. Okay, if you want a very teal sponge, it's right here.
Thanks.
Putting it over there. Just stare for it, okay?
Just stare for it. Thanks. Will do.
Okay. Now, see? Already cleared off. So we're going to start again. Do a little design like that.
I actually stole the pink from you.
Yeah, I saw that.
So sorry. I didn't want to stare. I just need the top of it.
And you can figure out your own techniques and things for doing any of this. You can use a straw, you can use this fun thing. Do whatever you want. It's your adventure card.
Did you ever watch the show Mythbusters?
Yes, of course.
I always like at the beginning, like, we're professionals, don't try this at home. It's almost the opposite with us. Like, we're professionals, try this at home.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, the exact opposite of Mythbusters. Like, give it a shot, see what happens. Ink up your whole house. Have fun with your kids. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead. Get some spots going now. And just play with it.
Absolutely.
Oops. And also hold on to your art. Okay. So I kind of got my base there. I'm going to go for a blend. Let's see what happens. Hopefully it doesn't go too dark.
Mine is rather inky. It looks great. It's just really inky.
Yes. Ooh, come back here.
I'm just doing this again.
Go for it. There we go. So you can see with the blendable part of it here, I'm getting nice purples in here from the pink and the teal. Alright. Got that going on here as well. Now I'm going to pull it back up. Actually, I'm going to try to go a little bit lighter. I'm going to use the blending solution up here. And the blending solution just kind of helps dilute things a bit.
Really not taking your own advice, Jeremy.
No, I'm not. Kind of hold on to it. Okay. Go back to putting this down. Don't mind me. Just having fun. Just kind of work this however you want.
Having fun, as you should.
Yes.
The problem with picking two of the darkest colors in this pack was that this came out really dark.
Yes.
And so now I'm trying to use the blending solution to kind of bring out those those colors again.
You can also use a blending solution to completely wipe it too.
That's true.
If you feel so led. Alright, I'm trying to go for lots of little veins because I'm going to do a thing. And you know what that thing is.
I do know what that thing is.
Just hoping it's sticky enough, because if you don't get it the right stickiness, it's not going to work. So I'm going to keep trying to keep working it. Okay, I think we should be good there. Okay, so you have to time it correctly. I think I got it. I think this is it. So I'm going to take this sheet here. And I know it looks like a mess on camera, but it looks better. It looks better in person. Hold on one second. Press the sheet on, and we'll see what we get. Okay?
Oh boy.
Yes, and for the great reveal, I'm going to get a clean sheet because this looks like a mess. Very inky. As you can see, make sure that you have enough paper towels down. You can always put alcohol in there, or alcohol isopropylene to knock that out. Okay.
Yes. That's why we have it on the table.
Exactly. That's why that's there.
Right. I got mine. It's still a little red, I think, but I like the way it blended.
And, okay, I need to wait a little bit more.
Too sticky.
Too sticky.
Or not sticky enough.
Too sticky. Or I put it on the wrong side. I did on the wrong side, didn't I?
Okay, with transfer foil, just a fun little hint. The dull side is the part that goes down. Shiny side up. Just a reminder.
I knew that. This whole time I knew that. You didn't know that, Andrew?
Oh, no, I didn't actually.
Okay, yeah, this is the right way now. Okay, back to the down shot. Let's do this. All right, look at that. And now...
It's beautiful.
Look at that. If you use it correctly.
It looks really nice, very marbly.
Yes, it's a very marbly look, a very marble effect. So what you have here, you have this. All with the power of alcohol.
It's so nice.
Thank you. All right, Andrew's going to do a different technique here.
I did this yesterday, and I think it's still good. So mine doesn't have. I don't think mine has to be quite as sticky as his, but I still do want it dry. So I'm kind of tapping it in the heavier inky spots, just so that it doesn't bleed onto the things that I want or that I'm gonna put on. It's the this light gold foil here. So I'm just kind of sticking it on as less than Jeremy's, but still same reasons, like the, what's it called? A little extra, not embellishment, but I'm missing the word.
Like the extra...
All I can think of is the word oomph.
Yes, a little bit more oomph
Yes.
to it.
So I'm just sticking down the foil wherever it's really very, very light. So I'm kind of sticking it. Ooh, I'm sorry. I can't breathe the fumes. Oh, that's a problem. Sticking it and seeing where it kind of clings to, and I'm going to leave it there. And because once you press down, it does stay. Until then, though. Right, now I'm just going to start sticking it down. Oops. Just piece by piece.
So just little pieces at a time, huh?
Yeah.
I see. Why don't you just dump the whole thing down and go...
That sounds like a terrible idea.
Or you can get a piece of that transfer, and do
It looks
this kind
good.
of thing.
Yours looks great.
Just saying. One-stop shop if you use it correctly.
If you use this correctly.
Use as directed. Please read the instructions.
All right. All right, mine is down. I'm going
Very
for kind
nice.
of like gold in the mount, or like it's hidden. Like you're like, I can take this out.
Exactly, yes.
Yeah.
A little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I think that's all I'm going to add to mine.
Okay. Very nice.
But we still have a whole half the card to do.
Yes.
Just FYI. But here's what I've got so far. Ta-da! These are a couple of different foil techniques. Or at least foil supplies. I'm going to try and stick this back in here. It's very light, though, and it's sticking to my gloves. I'm actually going to put... I saw more, and I was like, ooh, it's pretty. Okay.
The mountain's getting richer.
Yeah. Struck gold, boys! Okay, now I'm done. I'm done. Putting this away. Alright, and we're setting aside so it dries all the way.
All right.
And so I can take off these gloves.
Yes, that too.
Although I think I got some ink on my desk.
I managed to get ink on my thumbs. I don't know how that happened, but okay.
But you were so careful.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up.
Okay.
Do-do-do-do.
All right, now that we have that,
Alright,
what
next
is
up.
next?
Now it's time to do some stamping and embossing.
Ooh,
Ooh. Oh wait, you know what? Let me put the caps on these.
let's just put these away. Before
Where's
bad
the
things
box?
happen. It's right here. It's somewhere where I put it away, far away, before we knocked everything over. More me than you.
Gotcha. Alright, so we're going to need the heat gun for this. Put the rest up here. Alrighty, so we're actually using vellum today, which I put behind me. Ta-da! And we don't use vellum very often.
Not much.
I think this is only the first. This is the first product I've used it on. But I like the way it turned out. But I think I'm going to do something different than in my example.
Okay.
So first of all, I'm going to cut it in half so Jeremy can have a piece.
Oh, thank you.
Of course, I share.
Yeah.
And then, all right. So the stamping supplies is behind you. All right, brought it back out.
Very nice.
Okay, so we've got our embossing powder, stamp sentiment, our chalk, embossing powder, washi tape, stamp, full stamp, and the stamp folder,
Nice.
and a coffee filter.
Why do we have the coffee filter?
The coffee filter is because we can pour the embossing powder all over it and stick it right back in. Yeah, I saw people using
That's
it,
a
and
smart idea.
yeah, I used it. You used embossing powder the other day, and I used a paper towel, and it stuck all over the paper towel and
but it
wasted
doesn't
so
stick
much
to
powder.
this.
But this, no, I used it yesterday, and there's just, I don't even know if you can feel that there's some on there.
Nope. Can't even tell. Just don't
All
put
right.
that back.
Right.
Make some interesting coffee. Okay.
All right, so we got this one. This stamp has a lot of detail, but I'm not sure if it's because of the embossing powder or because I really smushed the stamp down last time, but not a lot of detail came out.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm going to let you take the first go at it.
Okay, sounds good.
And then the other thing, don't forget to stick your vellum down with washi tape. And I think I'm missing some paper.
Okay. I see that you didn't do quite the whole thing, or are you just cutting around the parts?
Yeah, so we're going to cut out a piece of the flower, so we don't need the entire.
Got
I mean, we're going to emboss the entire thing, but we're going to cut the flower out.
I see. Okay. So I'm going to get that down there like that. So first off, remind me of the steps.
All right,
Grab
first,
this. Boom.
embossing ink.
Stick, stick, stick.
Just kidding. First, chalk bag.
Chalk bag on
This.
this.
Did you washi tape your thing already?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Good job. So chalk bag. Chalk bag. Whoa! I think you're doing that a little too much.
That's not what I intended. I just want to go rock climbing later, that's all. There we go.
Go with me next week.
Okay. Put that all down. Ta-da! Okay, chalk bag. Done.
Done.
Now what?
Now you're going to ink your stamp.
Ink my stamp. Okay, nice and inked. Inked up. Alright. Now what?
I'm going to press your stamp on your vellum.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, take it off.
Oh.
Here, it does stick a little bit, so go ahead and pull. There you go, perfect.
Nice.
Alright, now take it off the folder and put it
Okay.
on the coffee filter.
Alright.
Perfect.
Beautiful.
And then just dump a whole bunch of embossing powder.
Alright,
on
let's
it.
go. I can do that. Okay, so dumping all over the place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dump the whole thing out. Pretty much.
Pretty much.
Takes a lot to cover the card. Oops. Okay. Good. Don't sneeze. No one with allergies, please. And then back in here.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to do this, and then everything that I miss, use the coffee filter. Oh goodness! I think I got more somehow. Okay, and then a little bit more here. Nice.
Nice. Good
Easy
job.
enough. Ready for you.
Thank you.
And knock a bit more off. Yes, you're right. Just don't push in too hard for that.
Mm-hmm. Did you get more or less detail?
Go a little bit in some places. I think it's because it's sticky. So when you pull it up again, just make sure it's down.
All right, let's see how I fare.
Okay.
And
Just like dip. Yeah, I think that will do it.
okay. Looks like I have detail on there. We'll see if it comes out with the embossing pattern.
Indeed. We will see. We will see.
And then we can set this aside. We're done with this one.
All right. So.
Yes. But I'm taking the coffee filter from you.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, to do the heat gun, the first you're going to put heat on the back. So be careful because this will smear. But you just need to hold it and then, yeah, perfect.
Okay. Low setting. High setting.
I think low for the back and then high for the front.
Okay, so what are we doing here?
So when you do it on the back, it kind of lets it stick a little bit better, straight on. Plus it helps with warping
I see.
when you start with the
So
back.
kind of like, okay, so you're trying to heat up both sides of it just to make sure that everything is even.
Yeah.
Okay? And then for the embossing. Takes a little
Almost
while.
there.
Takes a little while.
Are you using low or high?
It's on high.
Oh, wow.
Alrighty. There we go.
All right, I'll be doing the back of mine.
Okay. That way you have this right here. You can see it is now embossed. It's raised up just a little bit there. Which is exactly what you want. Right when you see it kind of turning color, that's exactly where you want it.
Yeah, it's like basically melting, I think.
Yeah.
So it turns into like from a powder to like smooth.
Oh, yes, I see. I think I already see where I'm going to cut. So I like this one. Yes. Yeah, see, with yours you can see more detail because you just lightly touched it.
It might melt a little bit. Oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. I get just a smidge more detail. I couldn't remember what the off button was.
Spinning it around a few times.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All right.
Now that we have that.
So we're gonna do the same thing. You can start cutting, or also while you cut, or while I'll cut, we can do the second part, the stamp where it says "You're magical," the small one, because we're also embossing this.
I see.
So we've got these two pieces here.
Sounds good. Well, in that case, oh, actually, we're just doing this with the stamp thing.
Yeah, regular old stamping.
Wow, look at that.
Oh, I put the coffee filter over.
So I'm just gonna do a nice little stamp down there on this piece.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And line. Press that in. Cool.
Cute. The chalk bag.
The chalk bag, yes, the thing I didn't use. Yes, you can use that.
See if I fare any better. And if you have like the little extras, I don't think we have a paintbrush up here. But if you did, you could like kind of just sweep away the extra.
Just kind of push it away before you heat it up.
Right. And for the chalk bag, I leaves this more like, well, the chalk, it's dusty, on black paper. I have seen someone use like a microfiber cloth to clean theirs.
Oh, I see. That's smart.
Last time I tried that, I didn't do very well, but you know, maybe you'll have better luck than me.
All right, while you're doing that, I'm going to go ahead and emboss. Look at that. Just like that. And we're going to cut this into a little flag, right?
Mm-hmm. Precisely.
Precisely. That. That. And almost done. It's weird not working with cricketed pieces.
I know, by hand.
I know.
Totally DIY.
DIY'd.
I'll probably get a little and heat this.
Alright, so I've got this guy here. Now we're going to cut out this. However you want.
I like embossing powder. It's really cool.
It is really cool.
Ooh, hot paper.
Hot potato?
Hot potato. Coffee. See if I can not smear this. I don't really know how long it takes for it to cool down, so it doesn't smudge. I want to say it's pretty darn fast.
Yeah, it's not a long time. And I'm just cutting around my favorite little pieces here.
I don't know if you guys can tell, but this is the side that I just used a microfiber cloth on, so this is still chalky. So it does kind of work. It does take some of it off, not all of it.
There we go. Ta-dum.
Nice.
Thank you. Ah, I see that the microfiber.
Huh?
With the microfiber.
Yes. Cleaning it off.
Very nice. Yes, the black I'm sure is the most difficult one, but just work with it.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit dusty, but that's okay.
And then to cut the flag, for me, I did about about where I want the very end of it to be. So I cut about right here. And then how tall I want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
And then the flag, I just cut in the middle here.
Yes.
And then I can just use the corners to snip.
That's a smart way of doing it.
Snip.
I did not do that. I just said, I need to cut a flag. So I now have this very stylistic version of a
Looks
flag.
very good.
Yes. I got more of a pirate flag.
Arg. All right, mine's a very large flag.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I still have to cut my vellum.
All right, and from this point, we're going to QB, right?
Yes. The last one I glued down, but I felt like cubies. I feel like cubies might look a little bit better.
I think so, because you want to have that little bit of transparency going on, right?
Precisely.
Mm-hmm. So I'll go ahead and start laying down my cubies, especially towards the edges. You never use too many cubies. What?
I want to see where you're putting them because it is transparent, so you will be able to see the cubies on the other
That's true.
side.
It is true. So I'm going to slightly move my cubies because I didn't press them all the way down yet. Because it's transparent and you will see them from the other side. As I am told. There we go. Move this one over.
You had just said we just said transparent, and I was like, the way I just heard this, stick, stick, stick. I was like, you know what? Let me just look over there, take a little peeky.
See where he's putting it all.
It's going.
Yes. Yes. Okay. Give me a second. Pull these off. Okay. Get all these down and out. And here.
I think with the trick for if you're still in the cutting phase like I am, is like going all around in very smooth circles versus like snip corners, both versus straight lines.
Jagged cuts.
Yeah, jagged cuts. Okay. Hello. Now I shall also QB.
Mm-hmm.
How's your how's the cubies come out? Good. Nice. I don't think we're going to use it quite as many cubies as you.
That's okay. I know I am cuberific. Ooh, which way do I want to go?
So I'm using the
Ooh,
flowers
pink on top.
as little hiding spots for the cubies. Just a little FYI.
Smart. All right. Got that down like that. Then we got our last little flag. A little bit cubey on top.
You could just hear the chaos, you know?
It was intended chaos. Not really. One extra here on this line. Should be good to go. Boom. How you doing?
Good, good. Just had to put down the flag.
Mm-hmm. I'm kind of covering up that section there, but
Yeah.
nice.
So wherever I didn't have flour, I thought I would put
There you go. That's smart.
this one. Yes, and because I use the same height on the cubies for this piece and this piece, I'm going to glue down this part to the vellum.
I see, I see. Very nice. Looks good.
Whoops. There's a pin in that.
That's why you have this. Oh, we're putting a pin in this?
No, we're finishing this project.
Oh, good.
Okay, and hold that down a little bit.
Very nice.
Alrighty. And this is the decorative part. And we just put it on our card now.
All right.
Which I think I might have hidden from you.
Yes, I was like, where is our card?
There you go.
All right, the last little step. You know it, you love it. Our barely over glue.
Just FYI, the last one I did, it did seem to like wrinkle a little bit because I think this wasn't all the way dry, and so as it dried, it may have like shrunk up a little. But so make sure this is dry, you guys, and it will be fine.
Yes. We're going to go ahead and glue it down now.
Yeah.
But you might want to give it a little bit of time before you actually do that.
Mine, when I touch it, it's still a little sticky, so that's my guess as to what happens.
Yes.
Everything else looks good. That or the vellum, I'm not sure because I've only worked with vellum once before. When I was practicing this project. Okay. So I'm centering this piece here. Still a little sticky. All right.
Just like that.
And we have a very magical card for a very magical child.
There we have it. Hey, look at that.
They look cute.
That one's really good.
I
I like that a lot. Wow.
Awesome.
That's probably one of the best cards I made. Thanks, Andrea.
Sure. These were pretty fun to do, especially with all the different. I know we had like a lot of products
There's
here.
a lot of products.
And you don't need to use every single one, you guys. Sometimes just a stamp. Maybe you don't want vellum. Maybe you just want to use white paper. You know, up to you. But this was our technique today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Where are the other ones I put for safety? Ah, here we go. I dropped them.
All right, here's the other one. Just like that.
All right, we hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. We hope you guys will feel confident in using embossing powders and alcohol inks, and I hope you enjoy making lots of cards.
Lots of cards.
All right, we'll see you guys next time.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.